So the last time you and I spoke was in April when Public Citizen put out a statement that outlined a set of principles around how a vaccine should be developed and how it should be distributed and how cooperation really should be at the basis of any kind of development of vaccine. We've seen instead a sort of arms race with billions of tax dollars being thrown at numerous companies. However, the very first company to announce results was one that didn't take US tax dollars for this specific vaccine, I understand, and that's Pfizer and its partner BioNTech. Is that correct?
Well, it's correct, except that Pfizer and BioNTech have benefited from public investments, as have all the major vaccine manufacturers. Pfizer, like several other leading manufacturers, including Moderna, relied on a stabilized spike protein that was developed by federal scientists. And BioNTech, which contributed some of the innovation to this vaccine, benefited from $445 million in grants from the German government. So the public all around the world is fueling the development of vaccine platform technologies and funding the manufacturing of these vaccines. And that is one more reason among many that the public and governments should exercise considerable rights to ensure these vaccines are affordably priced to governments, available to everyone, and manufactured at scale.
There are some very troubling sort of side effects, but maybe these are intentional, of these announcements on the stock prices of these companies. For example, when Pfizer and BioNTech a week ago announced their results, of course, stocks of Pfizer especially spiked. And then we heard that the Pfizer chief executive sold his a share of stocks on the day that the announcement was made. And of course, a week after when Moderna made its announcement, Pfizer's stock prices dropped. So Pfizer's chief managed to sell his stocks when they were at peak value. Now, Moderna's stock has increased. And of course, Moderna has this added concern around ethics because its executive, Moncef Slaoui, has a position within the federal government. So do you think that the public should be worried about these companies prioritizing money making above all else?
Well, certainly as a general matter, it's inappropriate to do science by press release. It's far more appropriate to wait for completion of the proper trial data and work with the authorities. So Pfizer's initial announcement, we think, was inappropriate in that regard. The results are promising, to be clear, for both vaccines, and Moderna's relies on a larger reported results from a larger number of individuals.